This is from thisisengland.org.uk. Government already writing draft Article 50 bill. Article 50 is already being drafted and could soon be put before Parliament in a bid to fast-track Brexit, sources claim. Theresa May, currently in India to secure vital post-Brexit trade deals, appears to be drawing up a rough copy of Article 50 in a bid to speed up Britain's EU exit. It means the proposals could be put before Parliament sooner than first thought, setting the Brexit wheels into motion. Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty is an agreement every EU member state enters into, allowing them to leave the Brussels bloc in accordance with their own constitutional regulations. It was initially feared that last week's landmark High Court ruling determining the Brexit process may have to go through Parliament would hold up the process, but Mrs May appears to be keen to press ahead. It comes after the Labour Party unveiled its third Brexit stance in as many days, when Sir Keir Starmer said the left-wingers would not vote down Article 50, but want the government to outline exactly what its plan is in Parliament. Despite the consequences this may have for weakening Britain's bargaining position with Brussels' big wigs. Sir Keir said, "The Labour Party accepts that the government has a mandate to leave the EU. They have no mandate for terms on which we leave. We will not frustrate the process by simply voting down Article 50, but we are absolutely clear that before we get to that stage, the government must put its plan before Parliament. We can't have a vote in a vacuum, but we can't proceed with this approach where the Prime Minister says, 'I hold all the cards to the future of the UK and Europe and its relationship with Europe and the world, and I'm not going to disclose even the basic terms to Parliament.' So, of course, we need that discussion. We should be proceeding, if we can, on the basis of a consensus across Parliament, not forced divisions. This means we should try to agree the plans. Proceeding in this divided way is wrong." Wow, finally, a left-winger said something that I can completely and fully agree with. Proceeding in this divided way is wrong, and we need to get Article 50 on its way and sorted as soon as possible, because all that is the note which tells the EU that we are leaving. It's not going to stop us leaving. It's not the thing that makes us leave. We just have to change our laws. We just need to repeal the European Communities Act of 1972. This was an Act of Parliament in the United Kingdom which legislated for the accession of the United Kingdom to the European Economic Community, the EEC, or the Common Market. That's what we signed up to. The European Coal and Steel Community, the ECSC, and the European Atomic Energy Community, EURATOM, and also legislated for the incorporation of the European Union law, then community law, into the domestic law of the United Kingdom. All these institutions would later form part of what is now known as the European Union, thanks to the Lisbon Treaty, which had to be voted on twice because the Irish voted against it, and when 1% of the population of the EU, which stands at around about 500 million, when 1% are the only ones who get a vote and they vote no, well, the EU in Brussels threw some money at the Irish Parliament, the Irish Parliament campaigned harder, and they had a second referendum, and this time, well, according to the EU, they got the right answer because they voted yes to the Lisbon Treaty, the enabling act which gave Brussels the power over more than 500 million people. Just like that. They take control. These people aren't voted for. You don't vote for the people in the Politburo. You don't vote for the 27 people that meet and decide what's actually going to happen in the EU. No, you don't vote for them. You can't vote for them. You can't get rid of them if they do anything wrong, and you can't put in who you want because you don't have a choice. And that's what we're leaving. We're not leaving Europe. We're not saying ta-ra to France and Germany. We're not saying we're never going to go on holiday in Spain anymore or anything like that. We're just saying we're not going to be part of your crooked dictatorship. And that is that. Quite simple, really. Article 50 just says, we're going. See ya.